Ninja Mayhem. It's going down.
Welcome to the Fighting Couch Potatoes. This is Kadolfi Crush, and I'm here with my boy Liquid Gold Steve.
The start of a great month.
This is Ninja Mayhem. This month, we're going to be kicking things off, talking about ninjas all fucking month. It's going to be ninja movies, ninja anime, ninja games. Maybe. We're going to be talking everything we love about ninjas. This month here in May, I'm actually going to try to get Steve to see a couple things he's never seen before. And we also got a 3-episode review coming with some brand new anime we ain't never heard of. What's it called? What's coming, Steve?
Ninja Kamui. And for myself, I only really watch Naruto as like ninja lore as an anime wise. And Kadolfi, you've told me before that Naruto is just
wizards that can fight. But this month, for Ninja Month, I wanted to introduce Liquid Gold Steve and our viewers to maybe some things they haven't seen before. Some shit we haven't seen before. If anybody else is like Liquid Gold and really the only thing ninja that they've really experienced is Naruto. Part of what we want to do this month is try to show off that there are much deeper references to what you see in Naruto and some of the other ways those references are implemented in other shows. Of course, we all know that the legendary Sannin, like that's a real mythological story, about real ninja that, the slug sage, the snake sage, and the toad sage. Those were good deep references. You also get a lot of great references about Japanese culture itself and not just ninja lore, watching things like Naruto. And when you go back and watch some of the older things and maybe some of the newer things, you see much deeper versions of those references. Not deeper, so to speak, but different takes on those references. So this month, for Ninja Month, to kick us off, we're actually going to start with a good old-fashioned classic. One of my favorite anime of all time. Something they used to play for the old heads. Something they used to play back on the Sci-Fi Channel, if you know what I'm talking about. We're going to be talking about Ninja Scroll today.
Not the TV show, just the movie. And it's just enough. That movie, Kadolfi, you've always said overs is what you like. 6 episodes, 12 episodes is perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Sometimes I agree with you because this movie, chef's kiss.
Yeah, you didn't need a whole lot more.
An hour and 31 minutes of just oh man.
Just a non-stop adventure.
Like a great adventure. Like this, okay. For like Chinese Super Ninja, this is how I wanted it to end. Like it's like the hero, the hero's lonely, but like, I don't know. It's just all the fight scenes, the mutant people, the genjutsus that you got to see. A woman that was straight up like, this is a Naruto reference, like Deidara.
Oh yeah. Explosion jutsu.
And the pussy snake.
We're going to talk about that cootie snake. We're going to talk about that cootie snake here in just a bit.
So Ninja Scroll. Kadolfi, start it off.
For anybody who's never seen Ninja Scroll, you're fucking missing out. I say this a lot, but like you really are missing the fuck out. Essentially what we get is the story of Jubei. What was his last name? I always call him Yagyu, but that ain't his damn last name.
Why do you call him Yagyu?
I don't remember. There's a famous Jubei Yagyu somewhere.
Kibagama.
Jubei Kibagama.
Kibagama.
So essentially what we have is a wandering ninja. Kind of like a wandering samurai, but he's a wandering ninja. He seems to be a ninja for hire, of course.
Wouldn't he be technically a Ronin? Because he doesn't really have like a clan.
I don't think they're called Ronin. The ninja. I think that's a term that's reserved for samurai.
Okay.
I think so. Don't fuck it.
So,
Quote me, son. But anyway, quote me on that shit and let me know. Let me know if I fucked that up or not. But he's like a wandering ninja, and it seems like he gets involved in shit for cheap prices. He doesn't require a lot of money to do his work.
he's that lazy good guy.
Absolutely.
Like I'll do it for you. You don't have to pay me a lot because he's a lazy good guy. He doesn't want to do it.
He's not greedy. He's chill. He's super skillful, and he tries his best to not use his skills.
What's the first scene meeting this, like the first scene you like, not even the title card, first scene you meet this man, Jubei, eating a rice ball, getting snuck by three other samurai ninjas.
Three people to attack him. They
All right, don't disrespect the third person. How he had that whole like gun arm was pretty nice.
Yeah.
Even though he was like a small person, making that fucking whole bodysuit and having a gun arm, shit was kind of fire.
It was interesting to see how the warriors in this movie are portrayed in the first place. You know, everybody's unique. Every warrior you saw, like there was one time. There was almost never a time where you just saw a horde of faceless dudes, just fucking nobodies, and everybody was the same.
You mean the 8 guys that died from the Rock Man? I didn't see their face.
Nah, you didn't see their face.
I didn't see their face.
I was talking more so about the horde of ninjas.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I was talking more like that. But I mean, still, there wasn't just like hordes and hordes of people just there to be killed this whole movie. There was a lot of tactics being used, a lot of sneaky ninja skill, and a little bit of supernatural power.
Honestly, I felt like this was a job or like a mission in a movie, because like it wasn't like a war. It wasn't. They were getting gold. Like one of the ninja clans wanted gold.
That was essentially it. Jubei has a background with a man named Genma, and Genma runs a clan of is it 9 or 8 ninja total, counting him.
I think it's 8.
Like the head of 8, the dragons 8. I don't know what they were called, but they were like 8 super ninja. They were the fucking Akatsuki.
I felt it sometimes.
They were the Akatsuki, and like they made it known that they didn't really like each other that much.
Who do you think I think is Kasame? Who do you think I think is Kasame?
That's a good question.
It's the Rock guy.
The Rock guy? You think the Rock guy is Kasame?
Really? Because he's different. He's not like a.
He's a tailless tailed beast. So moving forward, you actually get into another conflict with our other main character, Kagero. And what's her introduction like, Steve?
So we meet the Lord, and the Lord finds out there is a plague going around, and he really doesn't want to concern himself, but his head of, I'm guessing, of his like attack force or his guard, is worried that this plague might spread to his clan, which is a small clan, and they want to investigate. Well, you meet the second main character, the co-main character, Kagero, wanting to join in on this raid or secret mission. Her special ability is that she can't be poisoned anywhere. Like she's ineffective and effective. She can poison you, and she can't get poisoned. It's like the ultimate reverse.
Oh yeah,
Uno reverse.
She's like, what's that all about?
Well, you mean her and 16 other guardsmen.
Yep.
Because he had 32 and he like split them in half.
Yep.
A and B, just like Chinese Super Ninja. Keep some people here.
That's right. You got send some of your real ones and send some of your fake ones.
Well, they sent some real ones and they sent some fake ones. And we get to meet our first demon ninja.
the Rock Ninja. That's what we call him. That's what we call him all day and tomorrow. Because I mean, dude turns into the Thing.
He does turn into the Thing.
He carries a big ass dual blade and uses it like a shuriken.
It reminded me it's not the same weapon, but it reminded me of Shikamaru's girl Tamara
with the big wind the big wind fan,
because she could slice like trees down with it
right. And
it reminded me of it. It was like so cool. And this movie isn't for the kiddies. I'm sorry.
No. This ain't for the faint of heart. This ain't for those who shy of gore. I'm not gonna lie to you. This one here, when the big rock man starts throwing his twin blade, guts, heads, pieces, chunks, trees, squirrels, everybody gets it. Everybody gets it. He ambushes a group of ninja that were trying to ambush him. He ambushes them and just
technically they weren't looking for him.
They were looking for the cause of the trouble. Right. And there was dead bodies, and there was like a dead zombie girl that showed up talking.
Puppet jutsu.
A little bit of puppet jutsu.
Which was creepy as fuck. That's I was like, she got liver spots. Oh, it's okay. She's that's young. She doesn't look like she's breathing. Oh fuck. That shit was, oh
yeah, they're not really shy about stuff. So what ends up happening is essentially 15 of the 16 ninjas are slaughtered quickly. And that leaves Kagero. That leaves our Konoichi of the evening. That leaves her to try to haul ass and report back. On her way back, she gets caught. She gets caught by the Rock Man.
We're not going to talk about how her boyfriend got literally disarmed like Jax.
You can.
Okay, 14, and then her boyfriend of the I'm guessing they were lovers. Whatever his name was, he was 16. He was 15. Literally in the credits. That's how bad he was. This man says, "Run while you still can," while the Rock Man is literally ripping his arms off. And it was like a Quentin Tarantino movie, how fucking quickly he ripped his arms off.
He tore them arms right apart, and then he got himself
beat him to death.
He got himself something to drink. Is what he did do.
He needed his iron, man. Jesus Christ.
He needed a little bit of extra copper.
And then Rock Man.
Let's just say, again, this isn't for the faint of heart.
It is not.
There's some triggering scenes in this movie, no doubt. Yeah.
Technically, it's kind of relevant. Let's not get too deep of it. But
the Rock Man wants to steal a kiss. The Rock Man steals a kiss from Kagero.
And technically, Kagero's kind of like Poison Ivy.
Yeah, you ain't supposed to touch her.
Like you don't. She's pretty much like Toxin. Like you can't she's the perfect Konoichi. Like honestly, I hate to say this if anybody's a Sakura fan, and comment if you are, because we'll still say you suck. But she was the most useful and non-helpless. Is that right?
She was totally not a damsel in distress.
No, she had this motherfucker on like that.
Some of the things she does go through in this movie are extremely unique to what a female would go through. Put that out, because it actually does matter in the greater context of the movie.
But this is as far as we'll go.
Right. So while the Rock Man is stealing a kiss, he hears a cough in the room that he's in. And he looks up and sees the Straw Hat Man.
And that's what ruins this. It's like you can't have that in that scene, and then that happens.
So he tells the Straw Hat Man to piss off, and the Straw Hat Man winds up in his face and is like, "Hey, pal, I need some directions. I'm trying to find some." And the big rock man swings his blade and tries to attack the straw hat man. Almost chops his head, but just drops the straw hat. His favorite straw hat, he
That
says.
is a favorite straw hat, man. Why you gonna disrespect him like that?
He ain't had disrespecting straw hat. That was a nice straw hat.
It was, man.
Which this leads to a conflict where the straw hat man, which now we know is Jubei,
the realest motherfucker in the room.
Absolutely.
The realest motherfucker in the room.
throws a shuriken into the rock man's eyes and manages to get old girl, Kagero, and they haul ass. They haul ass until safety. Kagero goes back to report back to her village, and Jubei just goes on about his motherfucking day. Until
he didn't move on in all his motherfucking day. I'm sorry. As soon as, like, this is what it is. He's a lazy good guy. If he hears or sniffs something out, he's technically going to be in it. Like, this is the weirdest, like, this is a hero story. Like, all the way. This is a hero ninja story. The hero hears something, and he's like, something ain't sniffing right. I'm sorry. I had to. I
gotta check this shit out.
I had to say that because, like, that's how he acted. He was an 80s, 90s action star.
All I'm saying is he went on about his day.
But he was the realest motherfucker in the room.
He went on about his day until it's been a long time since I snatched someone's neck. The rock man shows up out of fucking nowhere through a brick wall and just snatches Jubei by the neck and then proceeds to whip that motherfucking ass.
In reference, has anybody seen the new Resident Evil? Well, it's not new, but Resident Evil 2, the remake, how Mr. X grabbed the dude in the cell? That's what it looked like.
It looked like any horror movie you've seen where the guy snatches somebody through a wall. It looked like that YouTube video where the guy's sitting on the porta potty and gets snatched through the wall. It looks like it looks scary for our main character. That's what we're gonna say. Yeah, because he's starting to get punched all in the gut and shit and thrown through damn statues, and he starts getting his ass whipped. Coughs up a pint of blood, which in anime is okay. Mandatory. It's like biting your lip. It's okay. No big deal. I said on a sidetrack. Anime blood. I said this to a coworker. If they puke a pint of blood, it's okay. If they keep on puking blood, it's not okay. But they still might get back up for some fucking reason. Like they're internally bleeding. It's okay. They're anime people. Ain't no big deal. I'm just they're okay. You know what? Jubei did it. He was the exact same way. Well, Jubei, that ain't why his mouth was. That ain't why he was bleeding. He's bleeding out the mouth because he got his teeth knocked out. He did. Oh, that must have hurt. Yeah, probably. By that big rock man punching the dog shit out of you. I'm sure. I'm sure. It was loose when he pulled it out. So Jubei finally whips out his weapon, pulls out the katana, and apparently Jubei can do a wind scar. For all my Inuyasha fans out there, is it just a wind blade? Not exactly. Like Inuyasha, he has to. Oh boy. He has to like counterbalance or counteract the already existing wind of the world, and throw it back. And then he has to slash in between that or some shit. It's more convoluted than just like throwing wind. It's a wind scar. Like he's essentially attacking the wind to attack you. It's a different thing. It's a whole fucking thing. Like it took him I think 5 episodes to learn it. Kind of like Naruto learning the Rasen Shuriken. Yeah. He went through a whole fucking arc learning that move. That's awesome, but that's a wind blade. That's a wind blade. It's a wind blade. Continuing on, he pulls out the katana. He pulls out the business, and the rock man starts peeling, flaking. And we, as viewers, me and Gaddafi, well, probably Gaddafi knew because it was the first time I watched this movie. We don't know why he's flaking, but I'm thinking Jubei did something. Like he did some real shit. Like he slashed through the armor. Like he probably did though. And then when he saw that the rock was flaking, one clean slice took 4 fingers out. Oh yeah. chopped him right up.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, chopped him right up.
Perfect death. Perfect death.
Now, what's really cool about this perfect death is as he's dying, he grabs a hold of Jubei's face and he tries to get one last blow in, one last killing blow in with his twin blade, and it doesn't work for him. Doesn't work for him. He had already thrown it and it missed and chopped him in his own fucking forehead. So now he's got this wind blade hanging out of his head, and while he has a hold of Jubei, he tries to smash Jubei with the piece of wind blade that's sticking out of his head. Wind blade, twin blade. He misses because, you know, it's the Jubei show. And Jubei, I mean, don't get me wrong. He was sweet, dog. Like, it ain't like he's just amazing for no reason. Like, dog was sweet. And he took injuries and kept his injuries the whole movie. Now, homeboy missed, and this is what I think was beautiful. When he misses, he slams his head and the twin blade into the ground and then just slowly slides down the twin blade, splitting himself down the middle like a hot dog.
I think it was just his body because I don't think he was controlling after that.
No, he wasn't controlling it. He was dead.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
like,
it was just he slid down like a hot dog.
So, well, after Jubei almost died, like by milliseconds, like my fault, millimeters almost dying, goes to a hot bath. What are those things? A spring?
Hot spring.
A hot spring. And he meets the second.
Well, hold on. Before he gets to the hot spring, almost directly after defeating the Rock Man,
old man.
He meets the old man. The old man is a government agent. And he's after this band of 8 ninja. And he tells Jubei, look, man, you just killed one of them. The rest of them gonna be after your ass. Duckwan? Duckwan. That's what he called him. Duckwan. That was it. Yeah, he was Daquan.
Well, he looked like a goddamn frog, and he turned into a tree, so he's Duckwan.
He had wood style ninjutsu. He was super talented, but he was essentially trying to hire Jubei and set Jubei up to take out these other ninja. This bad ninja clan for his government. And Jubei, of course, is like, man, fuck you. I ain't trying to work for the government. I'm trying to work for the ops. And he's like, well,
I'll give you a whole 100 gold pieces.
So I give you some money. Hey, man, I don't want the money. So homeboy actually.
Hot spring. That's what happens.
This is when Jubei goes to the hot spring.
He says no to him, and that's when he leaves. So, yes, meeting the old man was essential, but him doing what he does next.
Yeah, that's more essential.
Because he gets into a genjutsu.
So Jubei gets to the hot spring, and it's like all misty and just beautiful. And then he gets all comfortable and looks off to his left, and there's this banging hottie with these tattoo tattoos, these snake tattoos all over her back. And he's like, hey, what's that over there? Of course, he's staring at Shorty. Until he realizes that Shorty ain't playing. Tattoos start moving across her back. He's like, oh, shit, what's going on here?
Liquid Gold Steve does not like snakes. And oh, fuck that.
I'm a big fan of snakes. I like snakes, and I think snakes and women go hand in hand. I actually have a whole like thesis about that I've never, it's not a real thesis. Anyway, I have a theory. But anyway, it's a whole nother deal.
In my brain.
That's a whole nother deal. I've talked about it out loud.
Continue.
But anyway, when it comes to these snakes moving around, of course, Jubei's confused. And then suddenly he really can't move all too good. And old girl's talking shit to him. And she's like, oh, yeah, you about to get done. You about to get work. This is another one of the demon ninjas.
When suddenly, a ninja star shows up in Jubei's arm. And it wakes him up out of the genjutsu that he was in. And he comes to, and he sees this beautiful naked woman surrounded by real snakes. And she ain't playing with you. She coming through to tear his ass up with these snakes. But
Duckwan was our savior with that ninja star. Duckwan helped kind of get in the way, and Jubei, he runs up to the girl and snatches her up by her shoulders, just like, what the fuck are you doing? What's going on here? Blah, blah, rigmarole. and baby girl fucking shed her skin and disappeared. She Orochimaru'd her way out of there.
Fuck that.
And like she left like a big thick skin too, like real skin. She left that shit over.
Like the shit from Supernatural when the fucking what are them shit's called? The shapeshifters would peel off.
Oh yeah.
It was just disgusting. Man, you missing out for the best part when he killed all the snakes. That motherfucker, hey, which was cool. Not cool that he killed all the snakes. It's the cool part where he was in the hot spring and he had his sword. That motherfucker was strapped. He was ready to go.
Oh, you gotta stay strapped. He knew what was up. He knew what was up. You know, he always under attack. He got enemies in low places and high places.
Well, he's a
wandering ninja.
Jubei is about to say thank you to the old man. When the old man spills the beans that ninja star was poisoned. And I'm the only one with the antidote. So are you going to help me now or are you going to die in a day?
So I give you $100 and an antidote, but you got to help me clap these ninjas. You got a day and a half to survive.
It was a day and a half, my fault.
It's all good, man. It don't matter. It matters to the story, but whatever. Because it felt like 9 days Jubei's ass was sticking around.
I know, like that.
I mean, they showed it was only 2 days, but like, damn, bro, you really had a lot of time. You had a lot of time in them 2 days.
The magic of movies.
The old man, Daquan, he keeps trying to get Jubei to understand that we also need Kagero. We also need her in this mission. She's very important. He keeps trying to get him to understand that, and he's like, kind of, I don't even want to do this shit while I got to go recruit people too while I'm at it, you know? Essentially, we have this story of this ninja clan, this small ninja clan, attempting to take over because they want all this gold that is being shipped, and they essentially broke into the ship and snatched all the gold under the guise of working for another lord. But the whole time they're like, man, fuck you, homie. We ain't actually working with you. So we actually begin to see the network that our enemies have. They do show some background with them. Not background, but just kind of like some inner workings with them. We get to see our communications guy. He uses the stringy fingers. I always like a guy with stringy fingers. We see him. And we see the girl that we call Datara. We get to see them working, attempting to flirt, because the girl we're calling Datara, she's trying to flirt with the stringy finger guy, our communications expert. What's our communications guy name? I got to give these people names.
Communications guy that had the string in his mouth,
yeah,
which was an awesome fucking
super cool,
like super cool fucking what's it called? Telephone, pretty much.
Yeah, he was essentially using telephone. He had like fishing string that he had stretched out across. Yurimaru essentially had like fishing string stretched across long distances to be able to speak with whomever he wants to speak to.
And in this case, is Zakuro.
In this case, he's speaking with Genma. He's speaking with the leader of the clan, of the small clan here. And what was our girl's name?
Zakaru.
Datara.
So that bitch is Datara.
So Zakaru, we catch her trying to flirt with Yurimaru, and he declines the shit out of her. He doesn't like just say, nah, no thank you. Like he called her like disgusting and stupid and all kind of shit. Like, you stupid, ugly bimbo. How dare you even try to touch me? He chucked her ass. I was like, bitch, get back to work. Fuck you. Don't come around me. Ew, how dare you? And this is where we get to see some of the petty. Zakaru, she spills the beans that the leader, Genma, isn't only sleeping with Yurimaru, but he's also sleeping with another woman that's part of the clan.
I thought he was talking about another man, honestly.
He was talking about the snake girl.
Oh, he was sleeping with the snake girl?
Yeah.
I thought he was sleeping. I thought he was sleeping with another man.
Because what was the other girl? There was the snake girl. There was another girl they had. Snake girl, Datara, and
that was it. It was snake girl and Datara. Datara stayed around a while, man.
That's why. Yeah, that's why she's around like the very end.
Like for what she could do, man,
I mean, she was very useful. She was very, very useful.
like the snake girl, pussy snake. That's all she got. Date her a fucking blow your fucking ass up.
Yeah, but he was sleeping with the snake girl too, and that.
I think old boy was doing everybody. If
I
you
think
can
he
if
was-
you can resurrect yourself, you're doing everybody.
I think he was doing what he felt like doing. You know.
he was dealing.
Yeah, he was like, "I'm gonna sleep with you. I'm gonna sleep with you. I'm gonna sleep with you." And what are you doing over there? Bring your ass.
Let's
over
get
here.
back to the story.
But
Yurimaru.
that is the damn story.
Yurimaru is pretty much the sub leader. He's the
right hand man.
He's white and black Zenitsu or
White and black.
Zamazu.
Not Zamasu.
Uh,
Zetsu.
Zetsu.
White black Zetsu.
He's white black Zetsu.
Except he can throw them motherfucking things. He ain't no punk. He's got electricity power, and he's got the strings.
I like the strings. I really like the strings. That's a really good. It's a. They make it mythical in the movie, but it's a technical ninja style. Like I could see that happening.
Oh yeah,
and like even Jubei kind of uses it, but it's more for keeping his sword with him.
Right. The difference was that Yurimaru's was more like chakra strings.
Yeah,
because his dissipated when he was ready for him to dissipate.
And then what he did to the snake girl.
He got his vengeance for her talking shit. No, not for talking shit. No, she did talk shit. She did talk shit because she failed her mission when she was fucking with Jubei. And she ran back to tell, all right, hey, Jubei has some help. And then he was like, don't be fucking failing again. And that's when he wrapped the shit around her neck, but she didn't see. And on the way out, she was like, I'll talk to Lord Jimma about it later. In bed, bitch. And letting him know that you ain't the only one sleeping with Jimma. Like, I'll be in Jimma's bed tonight while you over here playing with your stringy fingers, bitch.
Stringy fingers. I thought it was only Zakaru that damn talk shit. I didn't think it was the snake. I thought the snake. My fault.
She talked that shit too.
Yeah. Is this when Pussy Snake come out?
When she comes after Jubei and them again?
Yeah, in the forest.
Right. Before Kagero shows back up.
Do you really want to talk about the Lord getting some cheeks?
Yo, the Lord, all right, look, they ain't got no problem showing some stuff. And when Kagero got back to talk to the Lord, he didn't stop what he was doing to talk to Kagero and get her updates about shit. If anything, he continued smashing cheeks while calling her worthless.
So she pretty much left. Like she kind of felt she didn't leave fully, but she was kind of on a mission to. Yeah. She was told by the Lord to figure out what the hell is going on at the village and report back when you're done.
Now Kagero is a Koga ninja, which means she uses like I think they're actually supposed to use cobras and stuff, snakes and whatnot, but like she also uses like a Koga hawk. And I honestly, I don't think that really means anything, that they're Koga ninja or whatever. I know there was the Koga and the Iga, and I know they're important historically. Those two ninja clans are historically important, especially with the. Anyway, we're not even getting all that, all the history and context behind that, but essentially, she's out to gather more information about what's going on, and she somewhere along the line gets recruited to the team with Duckwan and Jubei.
She likes some Jubei.
She learns. She learns because he treated her like a people. Now, Snake Lady catches up to Jubei and is about to take Jubei out when Kagura comes through and stops her. Does she stab her in the back or something?
No, she just holds her.
Holds her
and tells her to get rid of the snakes.
Right.
When Jubei gets caught in the trap.
Right. And then right before she's about to get interrogated and snitch, she gets electrocuted. This is what we mean by Yurimaru had actually set her up for death earlier. It's like, oh, you gonna sleep? You ain't sleeping with Gemma no more. He waited for the very first moment for her to fuck up and electrocuted her ass and killed her. That was the end of her. That was the end of her. They don't mind killing each other in this ninja clan. They ain't scared of
it. The Akatsuki wouldn't do that. They have more morals and respect for each other.
Tell that to Kasame.
I'm making the joke, man.
Tell that to what's his name? What's his name with all the puppets? Sorcery of the Red Sand. Tell that to them.
What was the dude with the 7 hearts?
That was Hidan. No. Hidan was the Jesus man.
Yeah, the one that got done up by Sakamaru. Sakamaru.
Fucking
Shikamaru. I say Sakamaru.
7 hearts. What the fuck was his name?
I liked him.
He was dope.
What
the fuck was his name? I liked him because Kakashi got to get busy on him. Like he made Kakashi get busy.
When the action scenes were there, it was so good.
Yeah.
It was so good.
But they like to take away from the action scenes quite a bit.
Boy.
But anyway.
This movie
Ninja Scroll didn't do nothing like that. Ninja Scroll said, hey, when the action's here, you here till it's over. Like, you ain't going nowhere.
Oh, we're going to talk about this 20-piece combo.
Sit still.
And a drink. And a dry biscuit. No, he didn't get the drink. It was a dry biscuit.
So, without giving away all the movie and every bit of detail, now that we have, like, our 3 characters together, our 3 heroes together, they're essentially going on this quest to get to the bottom of the Ninja Clan and get this whole fucking mess over with. The government agent Duck Wan, he wants it done because, well, he's a government agent and these guys are up to some nefarious shit with like government gold. Jubei wants in because he doesn't want to be poisoned no more. And then he finds out about Genma, which we find out later that Genma and Jubei are intertwined. They're part of the same ninja clan originally. And it appears that Genma learned something that he shouldn't have learned. And it went to his head. And Jubei was trying to warn the other ninjas about it. It was like, hey guys, he's fucking up. And Genma ordered a death hit on him. His own friends, his own family, his own brethren went to attack him. Now, this is in the past. This is in the deep past, Jubei's deep past. Jubei has no choice but to slay his brothers. All of them. And then he abandons his ninja clan. And then he kills Genma. Chops his head smooth the fuck off.
Take a little off the top.
No. He didn't get that motherfucker a fade. He balded him right on out. Oh, it's beautiful. He was riding his horse and never knew it was coming. Never knew that slide and drive was on the way.
So, Godolphin, not spoiling everything. What was the best action scene?
The best action scene. All right. So
for a ninja movie,
there's a fight where we're fighting in the bamboo forest.
Oh, I forgot about the blind swordsman.
When we're fighting in the bamboo forest against a blind swordsman. And this blind swordsman is nice. I mean, look, man, Zato Ichi. For those of you that know, you know. This blind swordsman was getting busy, was about to take Jubei's ass out. Boy, this is such a nice fucking fight. Like, sometimes you get villains that you wish got the Vegeta treatment. But would they be as memorable if they lived?
Making me remember that now. I liked how Jubei used the forest. Like, yes, he's a blind swordsman and he probably practiced for it. But I like how how Jubei used the falling trees as a distraction or a sound.
To like mask his own movements.
Yeah, mask his own moves. But like even the blind swordsman is like, you can't do that.
Elementary, my dear.
Like he was like, man, this ain't shit. Unless they were doing that for like the dramatic, cinematic
Well,
thing.
he told Jubei, you can't make a move without me knowing. And Jubei was like, bitch, I'm a ninja. Guess what? You can't make a move without me knowing. This comes to, that's also another one where Kagero helps out. Kagero helps out a lot in this movie. She gets busy on her own. She's very talented. It's not just the poison.
Best assist ever.
Oh, yeah. And, I mean, according to everybody in the movie, she's hot. I said according to everybody in the movie.
She's like a 7.
She's cute and all, but Snake Lady had it if you ask me.
No. I'd rather take the Data chick.
Data was beautiful. Data girl was beautiful, but Snake Lady had it if you ask me.
No, that girl had like a weird like face. It was no.
I was a fan. No. I was a fan of the snake face. I was a big fan of the snake face. So we keep mentioning Genma. And I mean, of course, Genma somehow survived being beheaded. Somehow, some way, something he learned allowed him to survive a beheading.
What's the term? He has a forbidden jutsu.
Yeah, he has an absolute forbidden jutsu. Steve, what was your favorite fight scene?
Well, I was going to talk about all right, well, without spoiling everything, when you finally get to meet Genma in the and Chubei finally get to throw hands, preach. Boy, Genma puts Jubei in the corner like a 5-year-old.
Now, just mind you, Jubei been absolutely fucking nasty this whole movie. This whole movie, Jubei ain't missed yet.
He did start out like geese, like being in the background, but as soon as shit pop off, he was ready.
Yeah, he
we're not going to tell everything because like some of this shit like you guys have to see.
He put a Kenshiro combo on fucking Jubei.
Boy, 20-piece Church's chicken fucking dry biscuit motherfucking
no sweet tea.
Stomp out.
No sweet tea. You got yourself some jalapenos with it.
When the animation has to repeat like 6 times. You can see it repeat 6 times.
He beat that monkey ass.
That motherfucker, and that's just like the start of the fight. That was just the start of the fight.
I also like the fight with the B-Man, the Hornet Man.
Oh, I did not. That's what creeps me out. It's like snakes are scary to me.
Right.
Straight up.
Okay.
But the creepiness of like the bug look on his back and everything, then like that's why Shino, you're cool. Ew. Fucking ew.
Our bug man, like soon as we saw like soon as Steve saw the bug, like the bugs, and then saw the dude's back, he was like, oh shit, it's Shino. And like, look here, y'all.
No, I actually thought of the dude from Basilisk first before Shino.
Right. The spider dude in Basilisk.
Yeah, they almost looked at
with like that big back.
They were brothers or something.
Brothers. But Shino, I want to point this out. I've heard this over time and time, and I actually believe it to be true. Shino Aburame from Naruto of the Leaf Village of Konoha is the undefeated ninja. I believe he only lost one time, and that was to Infinite Genjutsu, which everybody lost to Infinite Genjutsu.
So it's technically like a null and void.
Yeah, it's like a null and void. Like everybody lost that. You know, it's like somebody blew the planet up. Oh, but like when it comes to combat, Shino Aburame has never tasted defeat. I don't think he's ever tasted a knuckle sandwich.
He probably did, and then killed the guy afterwards.
I'm sure he killed him. I'm sure he fucking killed him.
Shino, straight up to me, looks like the murderer, but you know how like this is just very cliche, but the white neighbors, like he didn't look like he would do anything to nobody.
I didn't think he was such a nice. He cut my grass, and I can't believe it. But
like
Shino,
he stabbed his wife 62 times.
You got to also think about who was on Shino's team. Who Shino's team was. He had Kurenai Sensei with her garbage ass. He had Hinata with her garbage ass.
She didn't even get better, and she couldn't stop playing.
And he had
Kiba?
yeah, Kiba.
Kiba's garbage ass.
Kiba shouldn't have been garbage. They faked Kiba into being whack.
All right, we're talking about Ninja Scrolls. You know
no,
your ass.
Hold on, man. Hold on, man. Kiba shouldn't have been like, I can't vouch for Kiba like I do Yamcha. I can't. Kiba, fuck you, Kiba.
Crush.
No.
Crush. We can't talk about your loser team. Fucking Kiba.
The Cha.
And my Joe Higashi. Old foldable Joe Higashi. We can't talk about the sucky ones. We are talking about Jinba.
Jubei?
Jubei.
Jimba.
Jimba.
Janimba. Because you know Janimba the nastiest fucking fit. Anyway.
All right, my fault. But we're talking about Jubei. We talked about, and we'll at least spoil this part because we talked about it and it's very uncomfortable about the scene. But old girl, her body is remember Baki? If anybody's seen the newer Bakis in Netflix, when they said poison takes out poison, that's pretty much what the old man said. That Jubei has to knock the poison out.
He has to knock the boots.
But he did it very sensual, and he only kissed her.
A good man.
He was a good man.
He's a good man.
When she was dying.
You know, had the old Diz and Johnny Rico situation going on. But
this movie, man, like
Jubei got his motherfucking vengeance for her though.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did.
Oh man, no. People gotta see that. People gotta see that concave on that motherfucker.
Hey, you thought what Baby Girl did in Kill Bill? You thought what she did was nasty? Where do you see what Jubei did?
This shit's free on YouTube. You guys gotta watch this shit.
If Frieza would have killed Krillin while he still had a army of henchmen available, like say the Ginyu Force would have showed up, right? And then Frieza killed Krillin in front of Goku. That's what Jubei did. That's what Jubei did.
But Gaddafi, this movie right here, words can't describe how great like a ninja movie, like, and I've not seen a lot of ninja things, but just it's like coming out the blocks great, and I hope it don't end. Like like I hope this ride just goes great because just starting out with a great movie like this, bloody, gory, little violent,
a little triggering,
but fucking great story, hour and 30 minutes, perfect time. Great, fucking this movie, man. This movie.
This is one that's been with me for a long time. My uncle put me on to this when I was a young feller. Ninja Scroll is like a staple for me as anime. Like when people go, "Do you watch anime?" And like if they don't say, "Well, you ever seen Ninja Scroll?" Or if I ask them, "Have you ever seen Ninja Scroll?" and they say no, but like, you ain't never watched no fucking anime. Get the fuck out of here. And that's wrong. I shouldn't treat people like that, but that's how I feel.
And I want to say this: my dad missed out. He could have watched this movie and could have related.
Yeah.
This movie is enough that you can relate to.
I think anybody who's into anime can watch Ninja Scroll and be like, this is the shit. This is the shit. And if you're not, I mean, don't get me wrong. There's, different strokes for different folks. I understand that completely. But the animation on this is beautiful at most times, even when it's gory. Like, you feel like you're almost watching a live action movie, even though you know damn well you're watching an anime. Like, just because of like how great everything looks. Like, it doesn't look super detailed like a 3D movie. No, it just looks amazing and it traps you in its world. And you want to be right here, right there, getting involved with Jubei, Kagero, and Duckwan.
And I didn't hear Chris Sabat. That made an A+.
Did you hear any familiar voices at all?
No, I did not actually. In Basilis, I'm hearing new voices, but not in Ninja Scroll.
You ain't heard Chris Sabat yet?
Oh, I know who he is, and I've already heard it.
The Piccolo voice. Mm-hmm. The
Like-
neck. He uses that for thick neck people.
But that's later down the line in the month of Ninja Mayhem.
It's going down. Thank y'all so much for joining us for our first episode of Ninja Mayhem. We're really excited to do this and to bring this to you guys. This is going to be a great experience for us all. We're going to, again, try some new things. New things for Steve, new things for everybody, and probably introduce you guys to a new game or so.
Thank you all for listening. Like, share, and subscribe. Put some comments down there, man.
Say something to us.
Anything. We'll take ideas. If you think we're shitty, say it, man. We need corrective. What's the word?
Critical criticism.
Not
criticism. Just criticize the shit out of us. Let us know, man. Fucking, hit us up on something.
Hey, we gotta get stronger.
We are on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Spotify. All right, everybody, you stay classy. And thanks for stopping by.
Was that bad?